Right, it's really hard to make a video when you haven't done one in such a long time, and also it'd be really weird if I just started making train videos again and around the world, I'd be like, hey, what's up? In this video, everyone would be like, where have you been? What have you been doing? So I'm just gonna give some explanation to that, some reasoning, and hopefully it'll be kind of insightful, and it'd be quite nice to just get it off my chest because I've heard any freestyler talk about this stuff before. So I started freestyle in 2006, which was 11 years ago, which is a long time when I say it out loud. And at the start of every year, all of my New Year's resolutions and my goals for the year would be mainly to do with freestyle or related to freestyle. The tricks I wanted to learn, the competitions I wanted to compete in, the freestylers that I wanted to meet, the meetings I wanted to go to, the videos I wanted to make, the subscribers I wanted to gain, all of it was related to freestyle and had a real sense of direction in my life, which freestyle gave me, which I absolutely loved. There's a reason why the term FS Life became so popular among freestylers, is because it truly is that. It's not a gimmick. Freestyle can take over your whole life. It's not just training, it's competing, it's making videos, it's making friends, it's traveling, it's making videos, it's editing. It's not just kick a ball up and down for an hour out of your day every day and then just leave it at that. It's a constant thing that's always on your mind. So I wake up on January 1st of this year, ready to get going with the goals and aspirations that I set for myself, and I was just like, I'm not really feeling it. Maybe it's because I was hungover, so I left it a day, and on the 2nd, I woke up again, I wasn't feeling it. The 3rd, 4th, 5th, no difference. And then eventually a couple of weeks passed, and I was just like, something's not right here. It's gone. Like, all of my motivation has just evaporated and left me. So I've been through plenty of periods of having no motivation, no desire to make a video or even train, but this was different, and I just had to come to the conclusion of just saying, let it go, just fine, just be at peace with it and just don't do anything, which was very hard, but I knew it was the right thing to do. So this year I've basically just been having life experiences and doing things that are completely unrelated to freestyle that I've never really given myself the chance to do, because I'd always put freestyle first, be it with my time or my money. I learned how to drive, passed my test, bought a car, I got a normal 9-to-5 job which had nothing to do with freestyle. I met a girl who became my girlfriend. I was the best man for my friend's wedding, so I organised a stag do and was helping him out with that. I basically just did a ton of things that any normal 26-year-old has done before, but I just hadn't allowed myself to do. Now, it sounds very weird to say that out loud, and it is kind of strange, but I know for a fact that there are plenty of freestylers out there who get what I'm saying, and most of their friends away from freestyle would have done that stuff, yet they may have only done like half of it. After 11 years of having this identity as a freestyler, I just had to put it on the shelf and just let it be and go and experience new things. So that's exactly what I did, and I'm really happy that I did that. And that's the first reason. The second reason was that I just became bored with freestyle. It just doesn't interest me as much as it used to, and that was really worrying for me. But even now, I just feel like freestyle has become a bit stale. I don't see anyone trying anything different. I don't see anything new really. There's too many competitions, and it's just become a bit repetitive for me, so it doesn't pique my interest like it once used to. I've covered freestyle pretty extensively. I've made hundreds of YouTube videos, I made a course, I wrote a book, so in that regard I reckon I burnt myself out, but also truthfully I just don't get inspired by the freestyle community as much as I used to. Because social media is so valuable to a freestyler, it's actually oversaturated freestyle content, and it's also weakened it as well. So whenever I go on Instagram, I see lots of freestylers all saying the same stuff pretty much, trying to hit a new amount of followers, and it's just becoming a bit boring for me as a freestyler to watch. Maybe if you're a 12-year-old kid who's just trying to discover stuff, it's entertaining and inspiring, but for me it's just a bit dull. So yeah, I'm not really motivated by freestylers as much as I used to, which kind of sucks, but I completely understand it. Another thing is that I find freestyle competitions far less exciting than I used to, because there's just too many of them, and again, we've seen most of the stuff before. The only thing that I would say about competitions is that Super Bowl is exempt from that, because it's on at the same time every year. You know where it's going to be, it's the biggest competition, so that is exciting. There's a huge amount of respect for whoever wins that, and that just goes up and up every year. So I love Super Bowl, that's the most exciting one. But aside from that, competitions are really, I don't know, they've hit their peak and now they're starting to drop off again. And I really worry about freestyle as a spectator sport, because I feel like there's so much potential there, but no one has really found it yet. And that could be a video in itself. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But yeah, you can let me know your thoughts on competitions in general. Anyway, early summer, I had a bit of motivation to go out and train, and I had a couple of training sessions where I started to get that good feeling again, which was such a relief. Freestyle is such an amazing practice. When you're outside, you're breathing in air, you're breathing heavy, you're achieving stuff, and you just feel so alive and present. It becomes a meditation for you, and I didn't have that feeling for many years. It kind of felt like a chore, something I had to do, this sort of like weight on my shoulders. So I had to step back, and I feel those good vibes coming back, which I'm really excited about. So I've been training on and off for a couple of months now, and it's been pretty good, but I'm looking to take my training up a notch because I've just found a studio which is open 24 hours. I've been trying all summer to try and find a studio, and it's just been a complete pain in the neck, but I managed to find one and I'm really happy with it, so I'm excited about that, and it means that I'm motivated to make videos again. So that's the reason why I made this video, because I do want to come back and start becoming active in the community again, and I just wanted to share my thoughts before I did so, because it just felt like the right thing to do. It feels good to get off my chest. I like to be open and honest about stuff, and there it is. I've never heard a freestyler talk about this type of stuff before. Freestylers are conditioned to talk about all the opportunities they're getting and how amazing life is and how brilliant it is, and you're absolutely right to do that, but there's also another side of freestyle where, you know, you become obsessed with it, it takes over your whole life, and you start to wonder about maybe you should be trying something else, or, you know, maybe you want to have new experiences. And I haven't heard freestylers talk about that before, but I know for a fact that I can't be the only one who's experienced this, especially if you've been freestyle for a long time, say over 5 years or so, and you're active in the community, you're making videos, or you're competing, or you're judging. Let me know your thoughts on this, because I'd be very interested to hear those, genuinely. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. And if I get enough questions, you can ask me anything about freestyle or life in general. If I get enough questions, I'll just do a Q&A. I'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a question. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient. Thanks to everyone who messaged me, asked me where my videos have gone, how I'm doing. I really appreciate that. It really meant a lot to me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.